Is my stream on right now, or are we closed? Yes or no? We live? Okay. I think that when you walk around the compound, I think they have like multiple routers or whatever. So anytime I walk out of range of one and into another and it switches routers, I think I lose connection. This is where I was streaming at yesterday. Oh, we got to download. Gigantic. Doot. Alright, well, I don't really have enough time to stream games, so can I just go play Factorio and you guys can go fuck yourselves? You think that's okay? I set up so many new copper mines while I was on the plane, dude. Dude, oh my god. Okay, listen up, guys. Okay? I'm gonna be real with you. Okay? I flew Frontier this time, okay? I would not recommend it. I'm never gonna fly Frontier again. So I have had so many ups and downs flying with Frontier. So first of all, what they do is they sell you really cheap tickets, right? And they claim that they can sell the cheapest tickets around. So their tickets are fairly cheap. Why is Richard Lewis? Oh, because I tweeted at him. Hold on, let me see what this fucking retard has to say. He's talking shit about me while he has me fucking blocked. What a fucking retard. Fuck this guy. Oh, so anyway, the way that they make their money is they nickel and dime the fuck out of you. And when I say nickel and dime, I mean like quarter and half dollar. So like, if you want to bring a carry-on bag onto the plane, you have to pay $30 both ways for carry-on. So you've got to pay like $60 to have one carry-on. So you've already eliminated like most of your savings if you're taking anything with you at all. And their tickets aren't even that cheap to begin with. Holy shit. And the planes suck, dude. The planes are so shit. Oh my god. So when I was so I like to joke around with service people when I get the opportunity, right? So when I was checking in for the airplane, there was this black chick at the counter that I was like joking around with for a little bit, and we were kind of chatting after check-in for a while because I didn't have to go upstairs for a while because I got there really early, and I mentioned something. She joked. She said something along the lines like, "Well, hey, like thanks for chatting or whatever," and I was like, "Oh, hey, yeah." And I made a joke. I said, I don't remember what I said exactly. It was something like, hey, yeah, cool. Well, if you want to upgrade me to first class or some shit, knock yourself out for the company. And she did it. She said, actually, I'm a supervisor and I can do it for free. And I was like, oh, shit, that's really cool. So I got upgraded to first class on my way there, right? So here I am in Frontier on a first class flight now. And there is no power to the seats in first class. Not USB or power to the laptop. There's no power on seat. I was in like seat like 1C, and there was no power. I couldn't believe it. What flight company do you recommend? I really like Delta, but I mean that's me. I don't know. I've had like really good experience with Delta customer service. I've had good experience with booking the ship, but I haven't had any like really bad experiences with anybody. I've flown American Airlines, United, Delta. I don't know. I've flown all the major ones. I think Southwest. Southwest can be a little cheapy. Their planes can kind of suck, but Delta seems like they have really good planes. Yeah, but it's also going to depend on where you fly out of. So like I might be just lucky and that the planes that I get with Delta are good. Maybe Southwest has better planes that fly out of like LA or out of like Atlanta or Minneapolis or something. I'm not actually sure, but the best planes that I get consistently are the Delta ones. Southwest can be good in price, but I don't know. I've had bad experiences with Southwest planes. Like they're usually kind of shitty. Like no power anywhere or whatever. The Delta planes are always like, they seem really new. The online the online entertainment, like yeah, like the online media and shit is usually like really good. They usually have like tons of power. They usually have like a USB thing in the front of the seat and like an outlet at the bottom to plug like a laptop in and shit. Like, oh, and then Wi-Fi everywhere. The Delta planes have Wi-Fi everywhere. Even like international flights, Delta planes will have Wi-Fi like over the ocean and shit, which is really sick. Why is my screen black? Oh, I'm just holding it. I'm installing Gigantic. We're playing this game for 6 days, okay? But what Richard Lewis said wasn't even really, like, it didn't have anything to do with white nationalism. I just felt like throwing that on there because I knew it would trigger the fuck out of my first tweet was serious, and then I was like, hold on, because I knew that after I made my first tweet, I know that Richard Lewis can respond with some stupid shit, so I was like, what could I say that would like trigger the most? So I was like, oh shit, he got really mad when I called him a white nationalist before. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just throw it in there. and I think it actually worked. I'm a huge piece of shit, dude. Yeah, that's what we're doing. If you're going to stream snipe me tomorrow. Are you playing Gigantic because you want to? Yeah, because I want to get that fucking paper, boo-boo. Did you hear about Paul Henderson? Who's that? Why am I at CLG house? I don't know. Why not, dude? The pump is like coming. Fucking Arnold. So fucking stupid. Holy shit. I love it, dude. Am I under NDA? Not really. I haven't signed anything yet. I should probably get that signed, huh? When does the Maddox stuff drop? I think he posted on his channel on the 24th. Where is Hotshot? I saw George walking around earlier, but I don't know where he went. If you are playing on stream, what is NDA'd? The terms of my contract, maybe? I don't know. I haven't signed anything yet, so. Debate someone in the house? I think they're all practicing, aren't they? Why did Chester kill himself? Did he release like a note or? Top post on the Mitch Jones subreddit. Oh shit, hold on. We got more Mitch Jones drama. Wait, is it Mitch _ Jones? Wait, this isn't even... Oh, the mirror using multiple fake accounts? Yeah. Oh god, I have an email called lifting help / coaching. God damn it. Do I want to fucking read this? Every fucking stream, dude. This is why I stopped streaming my workouts. I think the most important advice I can give you in gaining strength is to get a coach. Back when... Why? Mira, are you here? Mira, I can give you career advice, okay? Because you're having some pretty big problem right now with PR. Oh no. Oh, poor Mira. Oh, dude. Okay. What's up, guys? Why is the camera black? Because it's just sitting on the desk because I'm bored as fuck. I'm just browsing Reddit. I should cut my stream. I don't really do anything. I'm supposed to go do music stuff with Albert in an hour or two. I guess I could play a game or two of League. Fuck. Sure thing, Brozo. Where do you live at, buddy? Only if you get Afro mode? I don't know what Afro's doing. I think they're like doing real games right now, like scrimming or whatever. Oh my god. Oh shit, I'm seeing fucking Dunkirk tonight. Holy shit, I'm so fucking hyped. Afro and Devin. That guy's got like an online handle name, but I don't know what it is. The CLG owner dude. Devin has like he got tickets to see like the midnight release tonight, so me and Afro were going, holy shit, I'm so fucking pumped. Fucking Dunkirk It better be an IMAX. I think it is or whatever. You're going to hate it? Really? I've heard really good reviews and it's a Nolan film? How can I possibly hate it? I don't know if I hate any Nolan film. If I did, it would be the first one. Why is Afro 0-3? What the fuck, dude? What is this shitter doing? Wait, this isn't Afro move. Oh, this is Shifter. Oh, I saw this dude in the house or whatever. Oh no. Oh wait, he's gonna get her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. That was sick. You guys missed it. Here you go. Oh, we DSPing now. He was so close to killing that Ori. He's 0-3 right now. But he's gonna bring it back, okay? Oh, got that TP back to lane. Work on that 46 CS at 9 minutes. Oh no. Oh, nice. Good CS, wow. What theater are you seeing Dunkirk at? Why, are you like here? I mean, you guys, won't you guys like dox the theater or some shit? Or like swat it? I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you fuckers. Fuck you guys. Alright, I'm too tired. I can't lift this up anymore, I'm too tired. How strong do you think? We should set like some lift numbers for like at certain levels of lifting. Like I can talk, you know, like a certain amount of shit. So like let's say that I get my bench up to like 165. Does that mean that I can start telling kids like find me at TwitchCon? Like how strong do we have to be to do that? Or like yo, like find me at, or like how strong do we have to be to like yo dude, like let's meet. We should set some goals to make for like when we can start making real life threats. You have a lot of weight to go with all the shit you talk. Oh, I saw this live stream, fellas. Yo, my back is really straight when I do deadlifts. I was worried that I was going to look at this and cringe, but my back is like super straight, dude. Look at that shit. Oh, I think I do... What's it called when your booty raises a little bit first, though? I think that's happening a little bit. I think that just means I need to start with it a little bit higher. But my back is pretty straight for these, I think. I'm pretty happy. Oh, and this is my last rep, too. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with it. We can't see? Good. Is it called butt wink? There's a name for this. I don't remember what this is specifically called. When you, we're watching a video. Okay. So when I start to lift here, I think my back is set too low. Or my booty is set too low because it comes up first a little bit, right? Like, hold on. Oh, you're so strong. Keep it up. Right here? A little, wait, it doesn't do it here. But I think on this last rep, I think it does it. Right? Yeah, right there. See it come up, and then the rest of my back comes up. That shit's not supposed to happen. You can do that while squatting, too. Right here, this coming up first. Whoop, and then the rest of the back coming up. That's bad. That shouldn't be happening. It's also my last rep, but I mean, it's a 1x5, so we shouldn't be breaking. I think it's the opposite. Your hips should start a bit lower to prevent the butt. You think so? You should start a little lower? Maybe. I don't know why this headset blinks all the time. Lower the weight and start a bit lower. It's going to work out your legs way more. Wow, dude, I never really thought about it that way. So you're saying that I should use, on the same days that I squat, you're saying that I should use my deadlift to focus on my legs? That's a really, really, really nice observation. I never really considered that, dude. Maybe I should just sit all the way fucking down. What if what I do... Okay, hold on. No, because I've never really thought about this. What if instead, what's it called when you do the thing under the bar? Limbo? Maybe I should try to limbo all the way under the bar, and I'll put it on my shoulders, and then I'll start like all the way down, and then like keeping my back straight, from all the way sitting, I'll try to push all the way up. That would be like the ultimate way to work out my legs while doing the deadlift. Except instead of pulling the weight off the ground, I'll start with the bar on my shoulders. Wouldn't that be like really sick? It doesn't look like you're locking out at the top in that video. I lock out on all of my reps. A rep isn't finished unless you lock it out, ever, in any exercise. Well, no, maybe not an exercise. Destiny's on my right ear. Here, I'll switch ears, buddy. Can you remove the marketing stickers on the monitor? Sure thing, buddy. You're talking about spinal hyperextension. You're talking about making your booty pop, like in the middle one, right? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I'm not allowed to remove these stickers. I probably should have asked. Fuck. I'm getting kicked out. I'm gonna get kicked out of the house, boys. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hey, bro.
What's up?
What's up?
The fuck are you looking at? That's what I thought. Get this kid out of here. What's your nutrition look like? It's my nutrition in weightlifting is pretty much the same as my play in StarCraft. Okay, we're all about the macro and fuck micro. My macro is pretty good in StarCraft. Yeah, I just as long as I'm trying to get the protein. I don't know how I'm gonna do it here now though that I don't have fucking now that I don't have a protein shake. I'm actually really worried. Oh shit, I gotta go consume shit. I haven't eaten it all today. My muscles are atrophying. Holy fuck.
Until we know if it's gonna be consistent, we're not doing it ahead of time.
Hey, what's up, dude?
So,
Do you want to say hi to this friend?
oh, hello.
He's the cook, dude. He's pretty cool. He's got gauges, so he's kind of weird, but he's otherwise pretty cool, dude. What's up, dude? What was your job again? It was a head of...
I work with Andrew.
Okay. Oh, you work with Andrew? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I guess you saw it today.
Okay. Cool. You were teaching him to cut up a fish earlier, right?
What's that?
You were teaching him to
I
fillet...
was, yeah. Take the skin off the fish and do it up.
This dude's pro at cooking, dude. He's not even looking right now. You guys can't tell, but he's not even looking. Holy shit. That's cool. They have like their own cook and all their foods and everything. Oh, we got protein bars. Okay, okay. I'll grab one of these guys. What are you making for tonight?
It's gonna be peanut shrimp.
Peanut shrimp. Awesome. Yeah, 5-hour energy. Everywhere in this fucking house, there's like a million fucking 5-hour energy things. I don't know why, but... Oh, I think it's because they're a big sponsor. All the guys, all the dudes I've seen here are pretty cool. I was getting fucking flashbacks. They were bringing in the order boys. We're my food service boys. They get like a big order of food that comes on pallets, so they've got to move into their freezer and everything. Holy shit. PTSD. Alright, we jacked the protein bar. I really don't like these. These are disgusting. Or they're not disgusting, but the texture is really bad. They're really dense. 21 grams of protein in 180 calories, dude. And these are hard calories. These are hard to get down, but I'll do it, boys. I would suggest you go get some cheap protein. Don't bother with the pre-made shakes. Their BCAA profile is usually poor, non-existent. Wait, really? I like the, I usually use the gold, is it called the gold standard from Optimum Nutrition or whatever? The big bag? Are you gonna go watch LCS? Lily mentioned going to watch it, but I don't know. I'm not really interested. And now I have to stream. I'm contracted to stream for 3 days in the morning, so I'm not sure. The gigantic stuff. I really don't enjoy watching League, so. Is my sleep schedule ready for early morning streams? No, but we'll make it work. I'm getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to stream this game, so it's gonna happen. Whether you guys or I like it or not, dude, it's gonna happen. Dude, I parked in this random fucking parking spot last night. I was almost positive my car was gonna be towed when I woke up this morning, but it was still there. I was happy. If you don't enjoy watching it, why do you make us suffer? Because girls love League, dude. See the fans of screaming women? It's not for StarCraft anymore, okay? Can you say whether your Dunkirk had assigned seating? It will, Blushies, yes. That's why we're getting tickets in advance. Oh shit, I should go find out where Devin is. Okay, fuck it. He can come find me, actually. Ugh. These CLG guys make way too much fucking money, dude. This place is a compound. It's a huge place. And then they've got like 4 other houses around here. Like, I'm staying at a condo 5 minutes away from here. What the fuck? Show Darshan? I don't know who the fuck that is. How long do you join their team as a streamer? I don't know. I probably could, but I don't think I would want to because I like to get into all my spicy political shit. So I don't know. I really like my freedom, like my independence is a really big deal to me. That's why I like usually avoid like any streaming teams or contracts or whatever. Yeah, ass man, I kind of figured as much. As long as I'm getting the protein, I'm not like min-maxing my amino acids. Wait.
Discord? Hey? What? The Discord is small? No.
Is Lily close by? No, she lives like 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 minutes away from here. Or like an hour and 30 minutes away from here. We had lunch yesterday, or the day before, I think, and it was like an hour drive. Because the I-10 is fucking shit. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, dude. I tanned so much in like a single day. Oh shit. I don't know if you can really tell. No, you probably can't. Holy shit. I'm pretty fucking pale, dude. But not anymore. Now I'm gonna get that sweet Cali sun. When are you going to date Lily? Listen, me and Lily are just friends, okay? I've already dated an Asian girl. Erin is a Mexican girl. Rachel, my ex-wife was a white girl. I'm not actually sure what the fuck Rachel is, okay? So the next person I date, it has to be some new ethnicity. Maybe a Middle Eastern girl. I'll try to find next. I'll get some Sharia law going on in stream. Yeah, blushies. You can DM me, I guess. Go for it, dude. I think Tiger Lily she was part Hispanic Mexican, maybe? That's why I had to break up with her. I realized it halfway through our relationship, well, I guess at the end of our relationship, I realized she was Hispanic, so I had to dump her and go back to Aaron, because I was like double dating two Hispanics back to back. It's not good. Black women generally aren't attractive. There's lots of attractive black women. The only thing is you only know black women from like The Wire. Fuck. Oh god, is Richard Lewis rage tweeting? Hold on. I thought about it for like 2 minutes. When I was tweeting this morning, I was like, do I really want to throw the white nationalist meme in there? And I was like, dude, how can I not? How can I not throw it in there? He's so mad, dude. He's gonna be tweeting for the rest of the fucking day. I love that I have so much power over him, and he's got me fucking blocked, dude. That's so funny. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm kind of like encouraging bullying. Don't do that. I'm sorry, guys. How long has he been like tweeting at people and like blocking people and reading shit? Is Kelly Jean still here? I was gonna make a fat joke about her earlier because she called me pudgy, but I feel like it would have made her really mad. I had a good one too. I saw you shit talking me, Kelly. Am I gonna stream music memes with Albert? Probably not, but maybe. But we are recording it. I brought my mics from home and everything. My two little Rode NT1As. She's not fat, so it won't work. It doesn't matter if girls are fat or not. You can always. This sounds really bully, but you can always call a girl fat and it'll always bother her, unless she's literally like anorexic. Like a girl can be like 5'4" and weigh like 100 pounds, and you can call her fat and she'll like go throw up in the bath. It's pretty sad. Women have really bad self-esteem issues about weight, like 90% of the time. Although guys probably do too. Although it's more socially acceptable for guys to be fat, so they don't stress about it as much as girls do. But there's your secret bully tip for the day. That's the only one I'm giving you because we don't bully here. This is a no bully zone. Actually, yeah, it would probably hurt anorexic girls even more. That's true. Am I doing with someone today? So in about an hour, I'm going to leave to go meet, I don't know, there's some girl that has a grand piano at her house with Albert, and we're doing a recording thing there. And then after that, we're probably going to go to Dunkirk. I'm going to meet Afro and Devin there. Would you make out with Albert for $1,000? I'd probably make out with anybody for $1,000. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'd do it for $100. I don't care. Well, not anyone. I'm sorry. Let me walk that back. Not anyone. Never mind. We got a little carried away there. First kiss is destiny. I stayed pure for you. Okay, do you want to know the worst thing in the fucking world? I dated one girl that was really into this, and it was the worst fucking feeling. Like, just thinking about it makes me, like, my asshole, like, implode into itself. My whole body cringe in on it. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm speaking to the 10% of you in chat that aren't virgins. And then, like, of those 10%, like, the 20% of you that have experienced this before, okay? Have you ever met somebody that enjoys kissing where your teeth bump each other? Oh my god, it's the worst feeling in the world. And I would tell this girl, I was like, yo, like, this like really bothers me. And she's like, but isn't it so hot because we're so passionate? I was like, dude, oh my god, every time it happened I would like cringe so fucking hard. Holy shit. It's like the worst. It's like the worst. I would almost rather have my dick broken fucking half than have to experience that. Holy shit. Kissing a smoker and you can taste a cigarette. I don't think I've ever dated somebody that was a smoker before, have I? I don't think I ever have, actually. My ex-wife started to smoke in the end, but that was part of the reason why we broke up, is because she started to go fucking crazy, dude. Fuck that shit. We split so hard in personality, I can't believe it. Why didn't you save her? I don't know. I think she wanted me to, but I couldn't do it. She was like really attention starved. Not in like a needy, clingy way, but like in a we genuinely enjoyed each other a lot kind of way. And she was really upset that she could never spend time with me because I was working 60 hours a week on night shifts, overnights, and then I was doing school. So not only did we never see each other because I was either at home sleeping or at school or at work, but we also were never sleeping together, even on my days off, because I would be sleeping during the morning and she would have stuff to do, and at night I would have to be awake all night because I was working overnights. I was like, that's the reason why our marriage fell apart so much, is because the schedule, I had no time for anything. Do you guys still talk? Every now and then. Yeah, like maybe every month or two. No, probably not. Every like 3 or 4 months, I might message her on Facebook, or she'll message me just to say happy birthday or see what's up. She lives in, I think she lives in Minnesota now. She's thinking of moving to Europe. Apparently she got into LARPing, which I guess is cool. I mean, she used to be like really nerdy, but I don't know much about it past that or whatever. I don't know like what kind of LARPing she does or whatever, but what is LARPing? Live action roleplay, I guess? Is she a cutie? I don't know. You guys have pictures of her. It was the girl that I took to prom. She was like one of the coolest chicks I have ever known in my whole life, dude. Super, super, super fucking confident, which is really important when you're with me because I talk a lot of shit, and sometimes I need, like, whoever I'm with needs to be able to handle, one, that I'm going to relentlessly shit talk them, and then they have to be able to give it back and, like, check my bullshit sometimes. She was really good at that. And we had a lot of really strange common interests. Like, she was into music. She was a singer, a really good singer and piano player. and she was into like anime and shit, like really hardcore. Like she's seen every Miyazaki film and shit. So yeah, we had like a lot of common interests and whatnot. Oh, and boxing? Yeah, I guess she was a good fighter too. Or not that good, I guess, if I'm still alive. Oh shit. Why are you talking about her? Do you miss her? I mean, to some extent, you miss every relationship, right? I think that when you leave a relationship, I think you tend to romanticize everything about it. Like even when I think about like Tiger Lily or any girl I've dated, right? You typically remember the good more than the bad, I think. But I mean, for obvious reasons, it didn't work out. So I don't spend like my life like maybe I can get her back or something. I think that's a stupid way to view things. So you just kind of remember, move on. You miss every relationship, LOL, what the fuck, no, definitely not. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. I don't think I've had any, like... So, like, I think that a lot of... oh man, we're getting, like, really weird here. So, I think that a lot of bad relationships stem from low self-esteem. I have very, very, very high self-esteem, probably bordering on narcissism. So, like, if I'm never going to be in a relationship that's, like, really shit. Because I know that I can get I can get girls that are probably better than what I should be able to just because I'm somewhat famous and have money, right? So, like, I'm never going to settle for, like, a chick that's fucking crazy or stupid as fuck. So, I've never had, like, a relationship that's, like, really fucking bad, you know? Like, I mean, I've had relationships that have gone really bad. But there's not like I'm not gonna stay if I'm with a girl and she's like really shit and I really don't like I'm not gonna just stay with her because I have low self-esteem or I don't think I can get anybody else. Like that's some super cuck shit. Like if I think that like a relationship is super fucked, I'll just walk out. Fuck that. Do you feel like you were right about Tiger Lily and anyone now that their relationship is falling apart? Did you think they would last longer? I mean, I have my thoughts on it, but I really don't like cheering for people to fail. I think that's really fucked up. Like, I mean, like, I wish, when Teresa and Annie were, like, talking shit on me, like, that was really fucking hard, but I don't, like, wish them bad. Like, I don't want them to, like, break up or like, kill each other or something. Like, I think that's really vindictive. I think I've said this before, like, I'm on pretty good terms with all of my exes. Like, I don't, like, break up with somebody like, I hate that bitch. Like, I hope she fucking dies. Like, I don't know, I don't do that shit. Am I sneak dissing Mitch? No, if I wanted to diss Mitch, I would just diss him. It's possible that he's in the situation that I described, but I don't know Mitch well enough to like know that. Maybe he genuinely is happy with Mira, or maybe I don't know anything about them or their relationship, so I can't really comment. I mean, I would if you wanted me to talk shit on him, I would, but I don't know him well enough to do it. It would be really stupid for me to try and guess what Mira and Mitch's relationship is like. It would be irresponsible. Am I in good terms with Teresa? I think so, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've talked to her since we've broken up. Maybe like once, I think like a month after, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe she might really hate me. I'm not sure.
Hey, did you get this set up?
Oh, hey, what's up, dude? We're on stream right now. Watch out.
What's up?
We're on stream right now. Watch out.
Who's we? Oh, you're on. Is this the Destiny stream?
Yeah, the Destiny stream.
I'm checking out the new setup. How's this?
It's okay, I guess. TSM's is better, but this will work.
Do you need? You're only saying that because you're with the viewers. Otherwise, you'd be.
No, it's good. Everything's fine. It's sick. It's awesome. It
Do
works.
you want? Do you want a lamp there?
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's totally perfect. That one lamp will be fine. Light on my face, only on one side, so that it's nice and dramatic. So you've got contrast. It's good.
You have conflict showing the shadow in your face. That's a Christopher Nolan thing. He always does.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're gonna find out more about that tonight. Are you excited? I'm so fucking pumped, dude. Holy shit.
Are you filming me or are you filming yourself?
I always film other people. I don't like to be on camera. I'm very shy.
You're always on camera.
I know.
No, these people don't even know who I am.
This is my buddy Mark. He's from the Navy, as you can tell by his haircut. This is can I say like your name? Your first name? Yeah. Okay, this is David, the Devin. Fuck. This is Devin, the co-owner of CLG.
You're gonna stay at my house and not even know my name.
Listen, dude, one of your houses. All right, this is Devin from CLG. He owns or co-owns or manages or CEO or whatever.
One.
Something, yeah.
Co-owns. Yeah.
Co-owns it.
CEO.
Yeah.
So I'm told.
And he does a pretty good job. He's a pretty smart dude. He's got his shit together. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. How's your stream going so far?
It's going great. We worked out earlier. We did that. Now we're here. So.
Oh, really? Is it too hot in there?
It's so fucking hot, dude. Oh my god, dude. It was intense as fuck. I've never had such a workout before. I was tempted to jump in the pool after, but...
People do. It's
yeah?
kind of that modus operandi. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
It's good. It's a lot of fun. That's why I said you got to go in early, but you stay up till like 9. So, yeah. And if you work out in the middle of the day, that's a trip.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, dude. Making Arnold proud.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole other component to that, right?
What, actually being strong?
No, I meant the testosterone replacement, but you must have looked into that, right?
Yeah. Wait, why? How did you know about that? Oh, did you hear me talking about that?
I don't know.
I
just figured that you would have looked into it, knowing.
Why? Because you think I'm a low T beta male?
Why wouldn't you have?
I don't know. I'm actually really
But you've already confirmed that you did.
Yeah.
By how you just worded it.
Yeah, I did.
So,
yeah, I did. I didn't know if you like were referring to something, but.
But did you come to any conclusions?
I don't. I'm like a really. I'm very big on like science and everything, but like I like to be. This sounds really weird, but I like to be as. I don't want to say natural as possible because I kind of eat like shit, but I don't like to take medication if I don't need to. So like I don't like allergy medicine or cold medicine or anything like hormone replacement. Like I don't think I would ever take melatonin to sleep. Melatonin.
Melatonin. Yeah.
Melatonin. Sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Melatonin's right.
Melatonin. Mm-hmm. Melatonin is the skin shit. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I looked into the TRT thing. I went to like a clinic to get tested, and I'm like on the very, very low end of average. Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about like testosterone levels? Oh, okay. So I think average is like it's like 350 to 950. It's like a really wide range.
950 is high.
Yeah. But you could be like anywhere in there like naturally, right? Mm-hmm. And when I tested, it was like 352. Mm-hmm. So it was like on the very low end. But when I looked into it, like when people talk about like testosterone replacement and everything, like I'm not symptomatic of low T in any way. So like except for I guess like I'm no fucking muscle, but like I don't have mood swings, I don't have like prostate problems, I don't have sexual dysfunction or like any of the other like low T symptoms. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if like boosting my testosterone from 350 to 700 would actually do anything.
It would.
But, maybe.
But I mean, it depends on your goals, right? Like what do you want to accomplish?
I just want to be stronger and look better.
You can do
it's all vanity. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and that was the thing too. So like, I consider like I'll do TRT, but only if I'm like if my lifts are like capping out at really pathetic numbers. Like if my bench gets up to like 115 and I'm having to like struggle.
You have so long before you figure that out. Like
no.
To a year
But that's what I'm saying. So like, what I want to do is I want to give lifting like a real shot for like 6 months. And if I'm literally like if I can't get my bench past like 115, 120, then it's like okay, fuck it, we'll do it. But if it just takes like a little bit more work to get up to like that plus one plate level, 165, 185, whatever, then I'm like, I'll just do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Rather, because once you start TRT, you're on it for life, right?
Well, unless you want to suffer the side effects of it, right?
Yeah, well, because once you start supplementing a hormone, you stop producing as much, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you don't stop producing it like right away.
No, but if I were to do TRT, the what they were suggesting, the best option looked like a pellet that goes into your butt, pretty much. And it's a slow release over like it's either 6 to 12 months. So like after that, I figure I'm pretty much on it for life.
I think even before you do that, you look at some natural ways to increase testosterone. So there's like a lot of research behind zinc. There's a lot of research.
So the 3 ways to do it are it's zinc is one, compound lifts supposedly boost it, and then getting a lot of sleep supposedly boost it. But these are all like within like 5 to 20 picograms or whatever. It's like really insignificant. You're never going from, or at least from what I read, you're never going from like 350 to 500 because you supplement zinc and sleep a lot.
There's a pretty good study on NCBI that has a 300 to 900 increase by utilizing natural.
No way.
With 49 participants.
I would have to see you link me that. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
I'm already calling bullshit. Link it to me later though. 300 to 900.
Yeah.
That's like better than TRT.
It was really compelling. Yeah, it was 49 participants, double blind, whole thing. Yeah, I was reading it a couple days ago.
I would have to see that. Because everything I've read, usually, like, if you're talking about naturally boosting, you're like 10 to 20 or 30 at the most. It's kind of like taking the oral TRT supplements that, will boost it for like 20 or 30 for like a day. But
you have to ask a lot of questions around it. Like, are those people that are doing natural, like, are they actually being tracked? Are they like are they following those things to the letter, right? That kind of thing, right? Is it a double-blind study? I mean, there's an enormous amount of assumptions you have to make.
The most curious thing I am is were these people super fucked in the beginning? Like, if you've got a dude that's getting like 4 hours of sleep and eats nothing or something, and then all of a sudden it's like, but even so, 300 to 900 is like, that's a massive. Like, even the guy that was telling me TOT, like, standard, like, he wouldn't put me at, like, the 900s. It would be, like, the 700s or 800s, maybe. So that's, like, a huge jump.
There's a really big difference between being at 300 to 700.
Well,
Like-
so
like
this is
fundamentally
this is
different,
what
yeah.
I read, okay? And I don't know because I see a lot of conflicting sources, but what I read was that if your body functions naturally at 350 and you don't have any adverse side effects, that going to 700 doesn't actually help you at all. That if you actually want to see results, you have to like get on gear. You need to like pump it up into the thousands to actually like see a difference. But that if your body is like a body that normally functions at like 4, because of like free testosterone or shit, like if you normally function at like 400, that boosting it up to 600 or 700 won't make any difference at all because your body just won't really do much
It'll
with
make
it.
a difference in how fast you develop muscle because if you're naturally at like the 350 to 400 range, and you might be able to put on like 1.5, maybe 2 at the like absolute max a month, and that's like really aggressive. You need to be eating absolutely correctly. That's like your 200 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Like you have to do all that BS. Like if you're at a higher rate, then you could expect to put on like maybe 2.5 to like 3 to 4.
Sure, maybe, but it's just that what I've read is like if you are naturally at a higher rate, you could, but if you supplement from 400 to 600, that your body won't use it. But that might not be.
I actually don't know.
Sure, okay, yeah. That's just what I read because I was really interested at one point in time, but it's possible that maybe it would help. I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Dude, I had a guy. I always get every time we talk about anything for lifting, I get like the dumbest fucking shit.
Yeah.
I remember I had a guy arguing that you could put on 10 pounds of muscle a month. Holy shit, dude! I get like the
You
dumbest.
get these like
fucking-
armchair magicians that like have never.
I have, like, the
they've
dumbest-
never like they're just doing like those are the curl and the squat rack people, dude. Yeah.
Something I don't even know,
Those
dude.
people.
There's some crazy fucking shit when we fucking get into
Do you have your
this.
chat up here too?
Oh yeah, there you go. It's my Destiny GG chat.
Everyone's just talking about Pat Exile.
Talking about what?
Pat Exile.
2 skinny fat betas discussing putting on muscle. That was a lot. This guy's pretty. This guy's a pretty good dude. He's very health conscientious. He used to do a lot of martial arts, and I think he's in decent shape.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not bad actually. I used to be a lot worse, but I lost 29 pounds on hot yoga, and I started. I was actually one of those people. I was like one of those people that did all of the research and could talk about it, but didn't actually do it.
Oh, cool. That's like me.
No, you're doing it. Like
A little bit, barely, but yeah.
I think it counts. Like you've actually been consistent for longer than I thought you would be.
For like a month.
That's longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's
I
longer
said-
than I've held any schedule before.
I thought you would do like maybe 2 or 3 workouts and be like, all right, fuck this, and then you actually like.
I was going like pretty hard at it a while
I
ago,
know,
about
yeah.
a year ago.
Oh, really?
But I hurt my back
How?
when I being fucking retarded. I went to re-rack a squat and I missed the left hook and I relaxed everything and I destroyed. I want to say I really want to say it was a herniated disc, but I didn't get it like actually diagnosed. But like. So like I left the gym that day, was like, oh, my back feels a little twingy. And then when I woke up the next day, every single fucking movement was like a knife, like, and it hurt for like a good like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fucked. So I kind of got like, yeah, but it feels a lot better now. So.
Did you do any therapy on it, like any kind of yoga, thing like that?
No.
Recovers a lot faster. Yoga's like my big thing.
I think the only thing I was doing, because I went to see a physical therapist about it, was you lay on the floor and you like grab your knee to stretch everything out or whatever.
Basically
Like,
yoga.
okay,
that's
yeah.
the
So
needle you put through here, and then
yeah.
yeah, I'm a big yoga proponent, but I can't get any other guys to do it with me.
Oh sure.
Yeah, it's too.
The problem is that like yoga, like as a word, doesn't mean anything because there's so many different. There's a million different like because for some people yoga is literally like doing a little bit of light stretching, but there's some yoga that like kicks your ass. It's like really
That's
intense.
the kind of stuff that I do. I think there's a consensus on what yoga is. I think like yoga generally refers to vinyasa flow, and so it's your chaturanga into your Surya Namaskara A. So you're like up like this, then you're down again, right? Like
Sure.
like it's that flow,
Sure.
up and down. I think that's like general consensus American.
Yeah, but like I mean like it can be like the difference between like I do it for like 5 or 10 minutes to stretch a little bit versus like I do something that after an hour like completely
You're
leaves me
shot.
fucking out of breath and like I'm totally wasted. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's no different from like weightlifting or anything like that. It just means you have to establish a correct.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when if you can't get guys to do yoga with you, is because when they think of yoga, they probably think of like just doing some light stretching on the ground and don't care.
Most of the people, it's because I take them once and then it's so hardcore they don't go.
Oh.
Because it's like 105 degrees. It's like
Why?
hot yoga.
Oh, you do hot yoga?
Oh yeah, only hot yoga.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
can't do regular yoga. I have to do hot yoga. So I go every morning and.
Why we did some hot yoga in that fucking garage earlier? It's fucking hot as fuck in there. Holy shit, we did hot
Like
lifting.
95 in there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about 10 degrees hotter in the studio.
Why? What's the just to sweat a lot? I guess. Or
Man, there is so much science behind it. I guess like the most prominent. There's actually a huge study that just came out from the Is it the APA? And they just said, no, it's not the APA.
American Physicians Association?
Psychology Association.
Oh,
So,
APA Psychology.
Who's the ACE, the ACE guys, the fitness guys?
I have no fucking idea.
A big study just came out that showed that there's like a thing that happens in your body called heat shock, which sounds terrible, right?
Yeah.
But what it actually is it causes white blood cell death to accelerate and replaces your white blood cells in your immune system, your T cells, with new ones. So exposure to high amounts of heat will basically reboot your immune system. And it causes you to get rid of all these toxins and all these problems.
Oh, detox. Sounds like we're into some bro science here,
this
dude.
This is tying in. I'm citing a study.
Okay, I'll look it up.
And this also ties into all the Norwegian sauna bullshit and all that stuff. Like, why are they healthier in general? Because they tend to have those, right? That's all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You follow with that? Like, you've probably heard that heat is good for you, that being in a sauna is good for you. You've never heard that.
I always hear the toxins meme and I start to tune it out immediately.
I don't know about that, but like...
Even if you were replacing white blood cells, how would that help? Your blood cells don't get rid of toxins from your body. That's what your kidney and liver do.
Well, your lymph system gets rid of toxins from your body. So, like, if you're supporting your immune system and you do that in your blood...
Wait, what does your lymph system get rid of toxins from your body?
That's what it does, right?
I thought that was for, like, diseases and shit. Well, like bacteria, not toxins.
It's the same thing, dog. Bacteria? Are toxins. Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Bacteria, like look at gut flora, for example, right? If you have bad gut flora, right, and you have toxins, I mean, it's like now we're like subjective around the word toxins.
Well, I don't know. When people say toxins, I think of like mercury and shit. Well, you get like a vaccine and you got to remove the mercury from your body before it makes you a kid autistic or something.
There's a
I don't know.
There's a whole other thing around getting mercury out of your system, right? Like there's a whole thing.
Oh shit! Do you believe in like the alkalinity of your blood or whatever? Do you drink like high alkaline
okay, so
alkaline
I
water?
don't believe in it, but I do drink high alkaline water.
Oh my fucking god, dude! Even
though I don't believe in it, I think it's pretty much. I used to believe in it 100%.
Okay.
But then, like everything I read showed that you can't modify alkalinity of blood.
Yeah, because it's very carefully controlled. It has to be like a certain pH.
Yeah, or you just like your body
die.
Insane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But maybe like I thought that like maybe the alkalinity could be hidden. This is total bro science, but like maybe the alkalinity could be like hidden somewhere else. Like maybe it could be in the stomach acid and that matters or something.
Okay, listen. I told my stream you're really cool. Okay, so let's talk about something different, so they don't think I'm a retard, right?
Oh.
Because now I'm starting to wonder.
What are we talking about then? If I wait, the minute that I start talking about blood alkalinity, I'm not cool anymore.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You're cool.
Got it. Destiny disagree with it.
Fuck. This guy has seen every single Nolan film. I've seen every single Nolan film.
That's true.
Wow, we've got so much in common with each other.
Yeah, wow, we're best friends. I think what I love about this film is that if we actually sit down, we just know we're gonna go see a good film.
Hopefully, it could be his first bad one. Do you like? Are there any other like directors that you like? Like you'll see if you know it's this director, you'll go see the film.
I used to be able to say that about Ridley Scott.
Wait, you didn't like Prometheus?
You could, yeah, I didn't.
It was like the worst film I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It was trying too hard to be good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was the point when she finds out that the dude is still alive and like finds out that everybody there is like evil as fuck.
Yeah.
But they still like let her come along. Why? Why would they like not?
None of it makes any sense.
Yeah, none of it. Like ever since
and
like
then the evolution of that, or the next movie, Alien Contact, right? Or whatever.
I saw the next one, whatever it was.
The movie
it just came out
Prometheus,
recently, kind of, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was even worse.
I actually felt like I was watching the exact same movie again.
Kind of, except even worse, maybe.
Even worse, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. So, I used to say that about Ridley Scott. He used to have a lot of consistently good
What else
films.
did he make besides?
He made a couple of he made Gladiator, which is amazing.
Sick.
Yeah. He made Kingdom of Heaven, which is a sleeper that I really liked with Orlando Bloom.
Okay, never seen it or heard of it, but
Let's see. He did a lot of good stuff. Sure, chat would know. What did Ridley Scott do that was good?
Blade Runner. Oh shit.
Blade Runner is amazing. Yep, the new Blade Runner is really good too. Kingdom of Heaven. Yeah. I feel like nobody Oh, he made The Martian, another fantastic film.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I feel like nobody actually remembers Kingdom of Heaven. It's like such a good film though. Black Hawk Down.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, sick.
Yeah, so Ridley Scott used to be consistently really good. The only other person.
I really like Tarantino films. Do you like Tarantino?
Oh god.
Oh, you hate him?
Films. Yeah.
Okay, well.
I met his dad accidentally.
Wow, you're so cool, dude.
Yeah.
This is what he does. He just name drops all the cool people that he gets to meet.
That's
He saw the.
We're totally best friends now too, by the
Yeah,
way.
wow.
I'm gonna be in his next film.
Okay.
Yeah. I like some Tarantino stuff. Like I like the classic like Pulp Fiction stuff. Like,
Okay, maybe we can disagree on this then. I hate if I see a Wes Anderson film, I already know I'm gonna fucking hate it. Are you a big Wes Anderson fan?
No, I hate it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god. I feel like all of his movies like are like the most pretentious.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I see like what he was
Very good
going
one.
for, but it's like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in high school. Like, and the script was written by a teen that feels like so fucking
Yeah,
enlightened.
he's like same tier as like M Night Shyamalan and Yui Bull for me.
Whoa, well that's kind of mean. I wouldn't. So like, let me hold on, chat. Don't think that. So I understand why people like Wes Anderson's work, and I understand what he goes for. I just don't like it. I wouldn't put him on the same level as M Shamayalai or whatever. That dude is.
M Night Shyamalan is actually awful. That dude is is terrible.
Whoa, dude. What about The Sixth Sense?
Michael Bay. Michael Bay consistently makes. Oh, it says Wes Anderson is too hard for you to understand.
Right. He's a retard. Don't worry about that.
Oh, Grand Budapest Hotel was a really good film, I thought.
Didn't watch it because it was a Wes Anderson film.
film.
Scorsese, I feel like he's probably a director that I would like. I just don't know what films he makes. I saw The Departed, and that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so fucking good. Well, I'm not a fucking CLG fan
Who
anymore.
did Fight Club?
Oh, I should know, but I don't. Who did Fight Club, guys? Somebody's gonna say it, and we're like, oh yeah. Oh fuck, the name is like on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Fincher?
Yeah.
Is it David Finch? Fincher?
Mm. What else did he do?
I don't know. Brad Pitt.
Mel Gibson actually.
Dude, he can't make like a bad film.
Yeah, it's
As
not-
much
yeah,
shit as he gets, like-
everybody shits on him, yeah, but he's like,
Who can hate the Who can hate the Patriot?
The Patriot was really
You
good.
can't,
yeah.
dude.
So
Who can hate?
good.
What was the fucking Scottish one or whatever?
Oh, Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah.
Who can hate
Yeah,
Braveheart? You can't, dude.
No, it's really good. Braveheart was really good. The Patriot was really good. Hacksaw Ridge was really good. You see
I didn't
that?
watch it, but I heard good
You
things
should
about
watch it. It's a really good war film.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm
It's
into
funny.
war films right now because I'm getting ready for Dunkirk.
Oh shit.
So I rewatched.
Even Passion of the Christ supposedly got good reviews.
I didn't see that.
You didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit too
Graphic? Preachy?
graphic. No, high level for me, I guess. Which is, I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do. So I was like, I don't.
What's the story of Jesus dying?
I guess I just read. Who's that?
Oh my god! He did Apocalypto? Did you ever see that movie?
Really? Yes, Apocalypto was insane.
What an interesting.
Yeah,
Holy
that was-
shit.
that was-
Oh, I forgot he did that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's like a huge piece of shit in real life, but like you can't hate his movies. Oh my god. I totally forgot that they did Apocalypto.
He did do that.
What that's a crazy movie. That's like, you wouldn't even expect him to do that movie. It's so bizarre, but like,
That's true.
holy shit.
That's true. Ask if I'm Jewish.
Are you Jewish?
I don't know.
You look Italian. Are you Italian?
I don't know actually.
Okay.
So
I have a friend who's very Italian and he looks like just like you.
Really?
It's really fucking weird. I keep wanting to call you Joseph.
I don't have any idea of like what my past is.
This guy said he's 5'11", and I'm almost as tall as him, so I might actually be growing. So for the longest time on my stream, I always said I was 5'7", because I thought I was 5'7", but then somebody like measured me, or somebody said something like, oh, I'm pretty sure you're like 5'8", or whatever. I'm like, really? Oh, cool. So I like gained an inch. And now you say you're like 5'11", but we're not that far off. So now I'm wondering, maybe I'm like 5'9". I like grow an inch like every time I compare myself to somebody. I haven't like measured myself in a long time, though, so I'm going to find like something.
If only you grew an inch every time you compared yourself to other people in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Is that supposed to be like a low-key dick joke? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Oh,
How did that
okay.
work out? Like,
Damn, dude.
1 to 10, what do you
Listen, I don't need any more inches there, okay? I'm already in the upper end of 1 to 10 there, right? Calm down.
think? We're on Twitch chat after all. We gotta take it down. We can't keep talking about visionary directors and expect to get a good response here. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're closer to 5'9".
Okay, there we go, dude.
Yeah, I would say.
I'll be out of manlet status in like a year or two, guys. At this
Still
rate.
growing. Growth plates fuse at 22, right?
Something
Maximum?
like that. Something,
I
yeah.
think
I kind of wonder if I'm shorter because I was malnutrition growing up, though. I ate very, 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 very little. When I was in high
Little or
school,
poorly? Like,
both.
I'm not
When I was in
Yeah.
high school and college, when I got to college, like I've got a military ID, I weighed like 100 pounds.
100 pounds?
100 pounds. Like if I were to like cave in my stomach, like you could see like every single rib and shit. Like I was crazy, crazy, crazy thin.
Oh, they're only mad that I called them Twitch chat.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Twitch chat? Are you guys all have Twitch accounts, right?
Yeah, that's my Destiny GG chat.
Oh, okay. You don't pay attention to your Twitch chat, right?
They're up, but they just spam shit, emotes and stuff, so fucking...
That's cool.
Are my parents tall? My mom is kind of short. My dad is probably like... I think my dad's like full man size. He's like 6'1", maybe, or something.
Yeah, when I read your chat, like if I'm just watching a stream, I pull up this chat.
Oh, yeah?
I do think it's better.
Is this Malixia? Yeah. Oh, some guy knows who you are. There you go.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, I'm different now. I actually think that if we were to stream, like I was still streaming, we would have similar audiences.
Oh, well, that's good.
I
thought you said you would try to be like relentlessly positive and shit in your audience.
No, I told you that I couldn't do that because my natural state is profoundly negative.
Oh, you're saying if you were to go streaming full time?
Yeah, that would be the reality. It would end up more like me just ranting about politics and whatever else it is. Actually, I stay away from politics when I stream. I'm surprised you covered that so safely.
That's not very safe. I get a lot of people hate me, dude, for it. Yeah. Don't worry, it's not safe. Oh yeah, I get shit all the time. I had I had this oh no, I told you about that.
What?
The most recent thing where that black chick tweeted me and she was like, "Me and black is lit as fuck." This is why I'm never gonna join CLG, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta be able to make memes like this, dude.
We wouldn't stop you. It's just a question if we could handle it.
Well, but no, because people get crazy about this shit. Like, if anybody found out I was on CLG, there would be like email campaigns like immediately from like 4chan and shit.
Sponsors and stuff?
I don't have any. But that's part of the reason why I don't. I mean, people have like tried to message Blue and shit before, but I've got a pretty good relationship with them, so I think it's okay.
They don't care, yeah. I don't think anybody would care if people message us as well.
Maybe, but you guys have a lot more to lose, so it's more lucrative. Like people could come after my sponsors, but they know it's not going to hurt me because I make most of my notes. But if I'm part of a team and they know that they can really fuck with me by fucking with you guys, like they would do it. Yeah. That's like, why do you wear the mask? It's not to protect you, it's to protect the ones you love, you know? So that's...
Bring it all the way back to Nolan, man. That was really well done.
Yeah, I try to go full circle.
That was some memento shit, dude. That was really good.
Scripted as fuck, boys.
Who are the other people you're bringing? I just got that message. Who are the other two you're bringing to...
I think Albert, my violin friend, and then Lily, I think those two are coming.
Cool, okay. We should buy tickets in like 45 minutes?
Whenever. I can pay for whatever if you need any, so... I don't know how rich you get. I always offer. I feel really awkward. I don't like leeching off people. When I hung out with Naniwa in Korea, I noticed that it was really sad that when I was hanging out with him, we would go out to eat or whatever, and he said that he said that it felt very strange that I offered to pay always whenever I split the bills or pay for him or whatever, because he said that every time people would hung out with him, they would always assume that he was going to buy for him, and I thought that was really sad.
Really? Because I don't feel like you make a lot of money in StarCraft in those days.
Well, first of all, fuck you. Secondly, we made the most money of anybody around. League of Legends didn't fucking exist, okay? Fuck.
Yeah, okay, but that's still not comparable to what we do today.
Yeah, but you don't know. You guys exist today because you came from us, okay? Firstly. Well, secondly, that's so true. That's so true. Where do you think streaming came from? It didn't start with fucking Owned in League of Legends, okay?
It came from Justin,
yeah, but
Justin TV.
Esports and all of that, first of all, came from Brood War, okay? Brood War was like the foundation. I don't even know 1.6 bullshit. Brood War was like the foundation of like real professional esports, and StarCraft 2 came out of that. And StarCraft 2 was the first time you started to get like the MLGs, the ESL, like the really early shit like growing, and then eventually like League came next. But like StarCraft 2 was starting to get up there, and like even though we weren't making that much, like $100,000 for playing video games that was a lot of fucking money.
$100K off StarCraft in those days.
I did, yeah.
Hey.
Had my business shit locked, but that was back when ad revenue paid like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month for like 5,000 viewers. On Twitch.
Oh,
ad revenue used to be crazy.
Yeah,
that's why I said I'm always skeptical now.
Did you lose in that transition?
Yeah, probably 20. They probably owe me like $20,000-$30,000, and they just fucking. They never paid me for a single sub, and a lot of ad revenue didn't get paid out. But back then, like if you made like even if you made like 60, 70,000 working in esports, that was a lot of fucking money for esports for video games. I know that you can't believe it now. You guys hot shot with your 72 house fucking compound and your 16 pools and your 27 cars and the fucking Ferraris that you let Afro drive around and shit. But back then, dude, it was all we had. Okay.
Okay.
These fucking kids today, dude. Nobody respects the old guard. Wait, how? Oh, never mind. Fucking shitty. So what's that?
I don't understand these combos. It did what?
Oh, they just spam emotes.
Oh.
Is this so did you do like a podcast in here or something?
It's a conference room for either streamers to come and stream, or which is kind of like tertiary purpose, or it's like we have, when that's not available, we take meetings here. It's actually not like that dramatic.
I don't understand, like, why is that monitor mirroring that? That's why I thought like it was like a podcast room, like you guys can sit here and see what the camera sees or something.
I think that's for meetings. So if we need to put something up on like a PowerPoint or something.
Oh, gotcha.
Do that traditional office stuff.
These guys have meetings with PowerPoints. That's how professional these guys are.
It's getting there, man. I mean, I came from the same world where we were playing video games in basements and like not making any money.
Mm-hmm.
The first money I ever made off video games was on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
So like, I can kind of relate, but I just like I don't have like the history that you do, like where it's like, you know, you can definitely pull that. Oh, I came from the beginning where we had to walk uphill both ways and
when we had to push streams at 300 kilobits per second.
Yeah, you had to like and I know like when you started, like you didn't even have OBS or anything, right? Like you can tell that story. Like you had to like manufacture your own like.
Oh, some guy in my chat ask him if he still dances.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
I dance something on.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. It's on YouTube, unfortunately. Still, I haven't DMCA'd it. I think I won't. You think I should? You haven't seen it still, Steven.
No, but somebody will link it and I'll watch it tonight. So
they'll link it right away. Yeah. I don't know if you'll watch it. Insane. I don't know. Like, I definitely can't like claim what you can, right, about your like history in esports. You definitely. But you didn't have OBS, right? That's what I was just saying.
Oh, that was it.
Small talk, big thoughts, gonna tell them all just what I want.
Oh, that's good. Oh, you really can dance.
Street to streets, I see you and me hanging on the empty swings. Count high, low, don't worry, my eyes are closed. I'm the Superman and it's my show. One shoot, two, gonna kick with my
3,200 viewers. Holy shit, how long ago was this? Damn.
2 or 3?
What did you get up to, Nick? And your title was Running the Jungle with live comments.
Well, we would do dance breaks for donations. for hype, right? Like,
Oh, you got like a hat and everything and like a little suit? Oh my god.
Yeah, we got into it, man. So
Can you do like a whole like Michael Jackson song? Like you have like routines and shit?
of course, choreography, freestyle, whatever. I used to compete. So.
Oh, this is so cute. You just teach me to dance. I can't dance at all.
I would love to. That would be something that would get you 10,000 viewers for guaranteed.
I have to get rid of my belly, okay?
It'll help with that.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you don't have to take your shirt off to dance. That's not part of it. I can definitely do that. The thing is, too, that was like 3 years ago, and I kept practicing since then. So I'm actually a lot better now.
Oh, shit, bro. That's so cute. Oh, you got a little maybe on your hair and everything? Oh, my god.
So I was doing that so much that I was talking to the partnership guys. Of, like, this is way before IRL, right? And way before Twitch cleared, like, you could do anything.
Yeah.
And I was, like, talking to partnership guys, like, are you actually streaming video games? And I'm like, well, yeah, this is a component of video games. We do it, like, we would do it to do something exciting, right? Like, and it actually is funny now, looking at, like, all the booby streamers and all that stuff, like how different it is what Twitch accepts.
Yeah.
Versus back then when it was, like, an actual controversy that I danced, like, maybe 20 minutes of a stream.
Yeah, I remember.
That was otherwise just grinding League of Legends.
I used to do car streams a long time ago where I would take my phone. Yeah, and I got in trouble for that apparently a couple times.
Yeah, and now, like, Twitch is just like, fuck it. If you want to stream, like...
Do whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any, like, Logan Paul type personalities yet. That's, like, coming.
Who's Logan Paul?
Really? Like, 8 million on YouTube, like, blonde-haired kid, like, he has, like a celebrity house and just does, like...
Is he the guy that was in that YouTube Red movie recently?
Oh, I know how you'll know Logan Paul.
Uh-oh.
He went to E3, he dropped that $3,000 for fans, he got swarmed. Did you read this news?
Nope.
I thought you were, like, current, man. I thought you know what's
not
cool.
on YouTube
You
shit.
just spend time reading Comey debates and fucking...
Yeah,
okay.
I have too many Senate Intel hearings to listen to. I don't have time for this shit.
Great. Okay. That's... they're probably equally of less importance, but okay, anyway, this is like a Viner guy, right? Vine died. He came up on YouTube, got like 8 million subscribers in like 6 months.
So it was at VidCon. Okay, gotcha.
VidCon, yeah. Sorry, not E3.
It is Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
No, Jake Paul's a separate guy.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, Logan Paul and Jake Paul are separate, right, chat? I'm pretty sure that's right. Like Jake Paul is like this kind of like fuckboy incubator. Like it's like 8 or 9 like teenagers go into a house and like come out like Backstreet Boys.
I have no idea.
And okay, Logan Paul is like he travels around with like I think a midget.
Oh, they're brothers, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, and then like they're different. So they both have like 7-8 million followers. Yeah. So anyway, the fuck was I going with that? Oh yeah, like he basically like, films his life in like really fast cut. It's all like scripted too. But I'm really surprised we haven't had like I guess we have like Ice Poseidon and like those type of guys. So
I'm waiting.
Twitch has experienced that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My prediction is I think that the IRL section is only going to go long enough for something really bad to happen. I think it's going to shut down.
I totally fucking agree. The minute that someone gets
somebody's going to get killed or kill somebody.
Facebook because they can
absorb it. Yeah. Well, because when people think of Facebook, Facebook is the huge multimedia platform. Everybody knows what it is, but a lot of people don't know what Twitch is, and you don't want to think like, oh, Twitch. That's the site where that dude killed himself on, right? Like nobody wants to.
The minute that MSM picks that up and is like, oh, that's it, and that's how people on the outside see that. Like Twitch has to do some massive PR shit.
I kind of think that's why, like, I think Ice Poseidon got axed just because it was starting to get to that level. Like, even like the swatting on a plane, like, makes Twitch look really bad. Yep. But I feel like, I feel like that's gonna happen. We're just waiting for like that huge event. Somebody's gonna get into a fatal accident or some crazy shit. Somebody's gonna get shot on fucking Twitch, and it's gonna be, oh, that you mean Live Leaks 2.0?
Do you hear that story about there was this guy that like I guess he was a pretty normal dude. Like he was just kind of like talking pretty normal, but he was fed up with his job and just ended up shooting this old guy on the street. Just outright on Facebook.
The black dude?
Yeah.
I remember watching it. Yeah, I did. I watched that whole thing. Holy shit.
Like, he literally just shot the guy, and Facebook took no negative PR for that. They was like, yep, it happens. Like, it's
too big, yeah.
It's fine. But if that same thing happened
on Twitch, holy shit.
It'd be over.
Amazon sells Twitch that they acquired for $1 billion to like Microsoft for like 50 grand or some shit. Like, it's a toxic brand. We're done.
That'd be exactly what happens. Yeah, they just don't want to take on that liability. I worry about Twitch's image, like from the Bleed Purple standpoint. Like I think that we're losing that in favor.
From the what?
Bleed Purple is like the whole like original motto for Twitch. It's like this kind of idea of like by gamers for gamers, and like we're losing that in lieu of like booby streamers and ass cams and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe, I don't know. I guess it'll depend on how big the IRL shit becomes, but I mean, it's definitely things going in different directions.
It's already like number 3 or number 4 all the time on Twitch.
Is it right now?
Yeah, it's only eclipsed by League of Legends and sometimes PUBG and or not Overwatch. It's almost always top 5. You can check. Right?
I'm not checking, dude. I already got 2. This phone can do this. Did you know this?
Yeah, how are you
Look at this shit. You can have like 2 screens on the phone. So like here's my
What
bitstream profile.
phone is this?
It's this S8 Plus. This is so good. I'm so glad I discovered this.
Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung S8 Plus. Yeah, it's really sick.
I have a Pixel and I love it.
I was gonna get it, but it's shit, so.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I was really close to getting the Pixel because the stock OS is actually really important to me. Yeah, the only reason I opted for this is because
Samsung has a lot of bloat, right?
Yeah. I think that has it's the Snapdragon 821, and this is like the 835. It's the newer chip, so that's the only reason I got this one because I wanted to stream.
Pixel version 2 coming out soon, though.
Yeah, well, soon. But I got this like 2 or 3 months ago. I'm not gonna wait 8 months for a new phone, right?
Yeah. I did this for the camera and like so I could take like really pretentious Instagram photos that I never updated Instagram.
Oh, nice job.
Useless, yeah. But it does take really good photos.
Yeah.
Pretty much when I got this photo of a cat outside, it was really good. That I want to show you for no reason really.
Okay.
But I was really happy about it because the ISO was really good.
Rooting shit is really hard, guys. I rooted the last one I had, but like when it comes time to like what you're gonna remove, like there's like a million things, and I'm too scared to start deleting shit because I feel like I'm gonna break my phone. So I rooted my last phone, but I didn't actually remove anything from it because I was too scared I'd
Look at that fucking cat. That's in pure darkness, by the way. Like that's like there's like low light, but it's like really good. There. So we have an army of kittens in the CLG house. Can you see it? Probably not. We're like doing phone on phone action here. There's no way.
Hold on, it'll zoom. Just chill. Okay.
I think so. All right.
Okay, but anyway, army of cats.
Wow, that's top notch. Yeah.
Whatever. Chill. Okay.
This is why I think we're pretty far away from AI. What's your opinion on that? How far away are we from AI? I actually don't believe that true AI is possible.
Oh, no way.
Yep, I think
it absolutely is. You're 100% wrong, but
I think there's a limitation on consciousness that we haven't discovered yet.
Why?
Well, because I think that the use case for AI that's realistic is to solve problems. So I envision that there's an AI where you can do this, right? You can go and you can Google yourself, like Google effectively, right? You go into the search engine or whatever the GUI is for
Okay,
this.
hold on. This is really easy to solve. Okay. Do you think that your mind and consciousness are entirely physical things, or do you think that there's some extra metaphysical thing going on?
Define metaphysical.
Like spirituality or soul or religion? Or do you think that, like, if I had a machine, I could measure everything in your brain and recreate it perfectly?
I don't know.
Well, that's a yes or no question. Do you think that
Yeah,
do you
but
think
I
that your
don't
mind
know.
is something more than physicality? That there's something more?
I don't know. I mean, how can I know that?
Well, are you religious?
No.
Are you spiritual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then maybe you do
I
think there's.
meditate and stuff.
Well-
I don't know, what constitutes you as spiritual? You're using huge terms. Like, is it spiritual because I go to yoga and I know the words in Sanskrit for pretentious yoga poses? Does that make me spiritual? Like,
What? I guess, like, the way that I do it-
Because I eat salads.
think
Am
I-
spiritual because of, yeah.
I think the way that most people view it is like the mind is something that is a physical thing, and if it's physical, it can be replicated in another way. So,
Yeah,
But
but it also doesn't that also make the assumption that we can arrive at AI by purely just duplicating the mind? Like, how do you know you'll get the same outcome?
why wouldn't you? If it's all
Well,
physical and you're copying from one to the
Because
other.
there might be some mechanical limitation that we can't transfer over to computers. We may not be able to do that because maybe the body's dependent on something we are not anticipating, for example. Right?
Well, like bodies are like I can measure the amount of calories, the energy needed to run your body, like that
Yeah.
exists in a thing. Your brain exists physically. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to emulate that in another environment.
Because you can't maybe we just can't make it all work together like in an electronic form, or like maybe we can't how do you create consciousness, for example, right? Like, how do you solve that? Like, you can't find the idea of soul or consciousness in the brain yet, right?
Well, whatever consciousness is, if we even agree that it's a real thing, it's just an abstraction of what exists physically in your mind. There's
What
not
I'm
like a
saying
separate.
is I think that for things like decision making, you can point that to the neocortex. For things like fear, you can point that to the reptilian brain. That those kind of there's different sections of the brain that control those things, right? But yeah, for however we define consciousness of I am or I'm thinking and therefore I am, right? That's not something that we can locate in the brain yet. We can't find that. I think it's too preliminary to assume that we can duplicate those things and that there isn't some kind of barrier. Let me give you a good corollary, okay? That I think that would actually maybe expound upon this a bit. Why do you always say "oh" when I do that?
What?
You always say "oh" when I tell you I'm going to give you a good analogy.
No, it's just what I say. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's it. All right.
Sorry.
Do you believe that every disease is inherently curable?
Probably. Oh, that's a really loaded question. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, right? But, so there might be a disease that is so gnarly or just brutal or smart.
It's possible.
Or whatever,
How about
right?
radiation poisoning is probably not curable.
Maybe, or maybe even a form of advanced influenza, maybe the Spanish flu comes back and kills people
Sure.
in 1910. Okay, so there's a limitation to what human beings can apply scientifically to accomplish an outcome. Okay, so maybe there's an instance where you can't fix Spanish flu. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's it. That's the natural barrier. And I'm basically saying, extrapolating, that there is such a natural barrier in creating consciousness.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I guess the thing that I have a problem with is that if you look at it from a physics point of view, the energy is if somebody was saying could we emulate the conditions inside the sun, right? That might be something where I would say okay, well, the sun is a massive thing and there's a lot of shit going on in there. It's possible that we just don't have the energy to run a simulation that could recreate all of the events going in there.
But
when you think about
envision how you could do that. Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't know. To accurately emulate every single little part of what's going on inside the sun, it's a huge thing. You need a lot of
You
energy.
think that consciousness is not?
No. Because I can, for instance, I can measure the amount of energy that what you consume, 2,200 calories a day or something like that. I can measure
That's
the
way
amount of.
different than consciousness.
But
That's
no,
just
it's but no.
thermodynamics.
But
It's just body
physically
dynamics.
speaking, there's not a magical extra source of energy that you're drawing from. You are taking in this much energy, and
Why are
without
we even talking about energy? The
because
precursor
energy
is consciousness.
because the energy is your big limiting factor on a lot of things, right?
No, but we're talking about the flow of consciousness, the flow of free thought, the ability to have thought. These are very different things than
I don't think so.
Than calories in, calories
Calories
out.
in, calories out. Yeah, it's about
No, it's totally
I think
different.
it's totally the same thing.
How do you figure it?
Because if you can do these things with this input, with this finite input of energy, right? Then it's got to be emulatable. It's not why would it be unattainable? Why would your brain be so complex that we couldn't emulate this with machinery somehow? The machinery that we were building is already so small and finite that they were way smaller than the size of a lot of shit that we ever thought we could ever do. We're probably approaching. I mean, way smaller than fucking cells and shit. We're almost getting down to the size of a 14 nanometer processor is literally dozens of carbon atoms apart between transistors. It's insanely small. I don't know why. And knowing that the mind can only use a finite amount of energy, it's not we're drawing from some infinite energy source.
Because I don't think that okay. So I guess the way I would attack that is I would say if you recreate the circumstances where that energy is being delivered into that system, it doesn't necessarily guarantee the creation of that system.
Why not?
Because the creation of that system could have other outliers that are dependent on it.
But
it's like saying that like if you shoot a bunch of energy into a power grid, like you still need lights to turn it on. You still need that energy to produce something, an outcome, right?
Yeah.
And so consciousness
but if
all
we
kinds
know
of problems with it that we don't know yet. Like,
I guess I just don't know. Like we know the parts of the brain. We know.
No, we definitely don't know what consciousness is or like where.
Well, but that's because consciousness is like a really abstract concept. That might not even necessarily be. Maybe consciousness is just a buffer that we have that weighs decisions because we can't make them instantaneously. Like,
let me this is how I think it would work.
Okay.
I think that what AI can do at a very high level is solve very complex problems that human beings cannot solve. So if we look at something and we say we need to solve the carbon crisis, right? We need to solve the problem with the atmosphere and the ozone layer disappearing and the fact that like we're all going to be overcome with global warming, right? Then maybe it's not possible because of politics and biases and things like that to solve that problem through human beings. So that problem gets plugged into the Ethereum network, for example, which is one of my big arguments for why I think that cryptocurrency is going to really, which is a discussion that we need to have at some point. Okay. But it gets plugged into a multi-computer network like that, right? And you go, how do you solve this problem? And it spits out an answer that's realistic and that's attainable and has goals. And the human beings cannot duplicate that because we have biases and we have political inclinations and things like that. So I think that that's the maximum use case for AI. I don't think AI ever develops its own consciousness and like to decide to take over the world, or has the ability to decide if you should.
I don't know if it would take over the world. I don't know. I guess like you would have to go into like what do you think? This gets a little bit above the pay grade here, but like what do you think like consciousness is? What do you view it as?
What do I think consciousness is?
Yeah.
It's a very tough question.
So like this is how I view it.
I think it's easier to say what consciousness isn't.
Okay, so this is what I view consciousness as, okay? I think that you have a number of sensory perceptors, right? So like your vision, your taste, your smell, right? I think you have all of that, right? And I think that you have like a buffer where you have all of these different inputs, and in order to decide like what the optimal kind of decision is or what you want to do, that buffer that exists that you use to weigh those decisions against each other, I think that's essentially your consciousness, right? Okay. So if I make a calculator and I have this calculator where I have to plug in like numbers and just, spit out a number, I don't think that there's much consciousness there because it can decide things instantly, right? Very, 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 very fucking quickly, right? However, if you ask a question of sufficient complexity and the circuit or the network is sufficiently complex enough to weigh, millions of different variables like we kind of do as people, right? And then you gave this device like the ability to communicate, I think that it would be something similar to a conscious being where you could talk to you and go, okay, well, what do you think, computer? And because your question is so complicated, it can't do it instantly. Like I think it could talk you through the process of trying to figure that thing out. But yeah, I guess that's just.
I completely agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then how could that not be emulatable?
Because I think it leaves out a lot of subjective, emotional.
Yeah, but all of that emotional shit that's just more sensory input. That's all it is. Yeah, it is.
Like,
it all is.
I don't know if that's clear. Like, if you want to experience, like, viscerally experience, like a sunset. And you want to like have a computer run through all of the emotions and all of the variables of that thing. I think that's a different.
That's why I'm saying it's literally millions of fucking things. That's why
it's not just an aggregation of variables that determines something like that. Like,
I think it is. I think it's just a lot of variables. That's why like bugs don't seem to have consciousness because they don't weigh very many variables. They're very simple creatures don't. But the more sufficiently.
You don't think that dogs get sad?
Well, sufficiently correct because dogs are on a level where they have sensory perception of a million different things. They've got history. They've got like a memory. They've got all sorts of things that they're weighing against each other for punishment, reward. Like it's a very, very complex.
Under your system, that dog should also be doing calculus because.
Because it's not. It doesn't have the complicated neural mechanisms necessary for that level of reasoning. But the consciousness that you see is just the idea of weighing all of these things and constantly making decisions. Right? As a human, you're constantly making the decision. Right? Whether or not I want to move my hand like this or move my head or move my arm. Right? We're not breathing. That's automated brainstem shit. But like this is like it's just. I think that the consciousness is just the buffer of weighing those decisions. But as we've made computers more and more complicated, they make all of their decisions instantly, and two, they're not generally communicating with us, especially verbally, while making decisions. So I don't really think you see that process at all. But I don't see why, as complicated as computers and machines have gotten, it couldn't be sufficiently complicated to the point to where it can communicate with you while also weighing millions of variables.
I think that it can, but what I'm saying is you don't believe there's any limitations on that can duplicate the human mind completely.
If human minds consumed far more energy, I would believe it, but at only thousands of calories a day, I don't see why we couldn't. That's a very low energy system.
So it's only a matter of energy to you.
From like a really pure, like maybe this is like too pure into the physics route, and maybe I should go more into the biology route. But yeah, from a physics point of view, like it's a trivial amount of energy to emulate the human body in terms of what we need. So I don't see why the system has to be completely impossible to emulate.
So why haven't we done it yet?
Because the algorithm, because the problem isn't the energy. The problem is the complexity of the system is absurd right now.
Yeah.
But we've gotten more and more and more into it. But like things like biology or health, like these are, I don't want to say it, but like these are borderline soft sciences. Even things like genetics are very, very, very fucking hard. Like there isn't like the intelligence gene or the muscle gene or the fighting gene. Like it's an amalgamation of like thousands or millions of different variables.
Is your opinion that in the last 30 years we've made progress in that field?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, hugely, bigly.
There's a lot of controversy there, right?
Over what?
I can't remember if you're a Sam Harris fan or not.
I hate Sam Harris.
Okay,
he's a fucking idiot.
So Sam thinks that the entire world's going to get taken over by AI in short order, right? Like
I think that's a reasonable position to take.
Really?
Well, maybe not taken over. I guess it depends on how dumb the programmers are. But I think that like the concept of a singularity, I think, is inevitable. Depending on how it's so like the difference is like this is basically how it works, okay? Is if you believe that the human mind is entirely physical, it's very hard to make an argument that it's at such a complex level that it's completely unemulatable. So if the human mind is emulatable by a machine, then you can make it better because it's a machine and we're not restricted like we are in biology, and then eventually it will become more intelligent than humans.
But we've established that there are some things in the physical realm that human beings may not be able to modify. So to use the virus example, right? You may never be able to find a cure for Hanta, for example, or the Spanish flu.
Well, but this is what I meant when I asked you it. This is what I meant.
There are biological systems that are complex.
But that's not necessarily true. This is why I said it was a loaded question. When you say it's not curable, right? So my greatest example of something that's not curable would be something like radiation poisoning. Because the reason why this isn't really curable is because radiation poisoning destroys the DNA in like every single fucking cell in your body, right?
Yeah.
So
viruses have the ability to do that as well.
Sure, they do. But even for something like that, if you had the sufficient medical technology to grow a clone in a day and replace individually every single cell, now is that like realistic, or will we ever reach that level? I mean, I'm sure we could like 1,000 years from now, maybe. But
I want to assert very clearly that there are biological structures that human beings may never be able to figure out. You may never ever be able to solve radiation poisoning, or you may never ever be able to create a human that can tolerate 1,000-degree temperatures.
Well, maybe not that, because that would require a level of genetic modification that is impossible.
Because
but in terms
of to establish that extreme to then take that if you accept that position, then you accept that there are physical boundaries we cannot overcome.
Well, but 1,000 degrees of heat that's like a physical limitation, not like a biological attack. Like it's a biological
limitation. There are things
a biological, but not like a disease. Like I think that all diseases are probably curable if we had sufficient technology.
Okay.
Like I would say that.
Then. Is there a biological system that human beings can't master?
I don't think there is.
Okay.
But
then I think as long as you maintain that position, you're correct in what you're thinking.
Or consistent at least, right?
Yeah, consistent. But I think that I guess we come down to opinion at that point, where it's my opinion that there are aspects of consciousness that cannot be overcome in that way, and that at least until demonstrated, that is correct because we haven't overcome them, right? And I also question the overall statement that as the AI has progressed as far as people think it has.
No, it has so much. So the biggest deal...
I really disagree with Sam Harris on that, where he's on the verge of
the biggest progression in AI is if you look at stuff like DeepMind. So this is the big deal for AI recently. So what AI, quote unquote, AI used to be able to do is AI could take very, very, very specific problems and then apply... do you know like what an ASIC is, right?
Yeah.
That's what AIs used to be, are ASICs. Yeah. You would basically make a specialized machine or a specialized algorithm to deal with a very special problem, and it would spit you out an answer. But today, the AIs have gotten much more general. Like this is kind of so we have things like neural networks where you can actually from nothing you can teach a general AI, not an AI built for a hyper-specific thing, but you can teach like a general AI to be better at, for instance, Go. That Go was a game where people thought that AIs could never beat humans at Go because there were so many permutations. It was too complicated, right? But the general AIs have gotten so good at like learning things.
No doubt,
right?
Yeah. That has progressed, but and that's So what Sam Harris would have you believe, and I think this is actually a literal thing that he told people, was that the Google engineers are have Ethernet ports that they're blocking off and they're faking to see if the AI tries to get out, right? That's the level.
Which is what you should be doing, I think, at some point.
Definitely, yeah. But it's implying that we're at that level, that the AI is going to decide to make its escape, right? And it's going to go out into the world
and do some crazy shit. Yeah, we're probably still pretty far away from that. I think we're pretty far away from that, but the gains have been huge in the neural networks.
Huge in terms of decision making and problem solving, but not emotional or EQ.
But emotional and all of that is that's just more fucking memes. It's just more variables to weigh into account.
Progress in it?
Well, because emotions aren't needed to be conscious. I don't think you need emotions to be.
That's not relevant to why we're not making progress in it. That's not.
Well, but we're making progress in terms of you can give an AI a goal and it will figure out how to solve it without you throwing algorithms or anything at it.
But an AI can't help you with ethics. It can't help you with emotions.
Well, AIs can't help with ethics because philosophy is disconnected from.
No, but that's the case I'm building. Is that if it were indeed true that AI could solve those problems eventually, right? Would you not see progress that was at least promising in proportion to the progress we're getting from decision making and problem solving?
Maybe, but that's reaching a level of generality we're still pretty far off that. But I don't see a reason why we wouldn't get there eventually. But you're getting into very general. When you're talking about ethical analysis, you're weighing you're getting into really, really generalized territory there. I don't know if that'll be a while before they get there, but I think the idea right now that you can take an AI and just give it a goal, get good at this, and it will figure it out given some time.
I have no doubt that that's the case. I also think that you can say, okay, we're going to have problems with water distribution by 2050, which is something that's going to happen, right? There's going to be problems.
Well, that's because there are retards that live in places with clean public drinking water who think that it's not drinkable.
Oh, God.
Okay. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I use it to water my lawn, and whatever the reason is, right? There's a host of reasons why that's true.
Okay.
I believe that you can give that problem to an AI and it can solve it in a way that is.
Yeah, but even that could be if you're talking about solving that on multiple levels, that's more complicated than any emotional or.
I think that's where we disagree. I think that emotional EQ type stuff is really difficult to unpackage.
Oh,
and that's why we haven't done. But okay, the best defense I have is use case. We have not progressed in this field.
Well, I don't think we make any effort in that field.
That's absolutely not true. You think we're not trying to teach computers to feel if we could?
Not because it doesn't. Let's say that we give a computer the ability to feel pain. Is that a good? Why would we even spend time?
You're talking about a society that how much dumb R&D do we spend doing ridiculous?
Well, I mean, so we have some R&D that we spend on no, but we don't spend a lot of money doing stupid shit. We usually spend money where there's money to be made. That's where most R&D goes. That's the biggest problem in science funding right now is that most R&D money, if you work in a college and you're a professor, or you're trying to if you're one of those people that have to churn out fucking grant after grant after grant proposal in order to get fucking funding, it's hard to get funding on shit unless it makes money. If there's money to be made, that's why our huge advancements in AI have come in things like manufacturing or the pet projects that Google does in their deep mind shit. But yeah, typically all of the money in R&D goes to where money can already be made.
Yeah, that's true.
But getting a robot that can be a philosopher or can feel pain or happiness or sadness, there's not really.
I think there's enormous market implications for something like that. What if you could teach a computer to figure out what the fear
to you're a business
the bull to bear ratio is going to be in the market.
You're a business owner, right? If you own a business and I come to you and you've got an option to put money in two different places, and one is there are market implications for teaching robots to feel emotions or whatever, and the other one is if you give us X amount of money, we can probably increase your efficiency in these factories by X percent. Well, that's an easy every time the money is going towards making your
It depends on what kind of business I'm running. If I'm running a factory business, then I certainly want the.
Well, but that's where all the money.
If I'm running a hedge fund that's trying to predict market trends, I might be really interested in your second.
But that's where all of it is. The HFTs, the high frequency traders or whatever, those algorithms are some of the smartest mathematicians in the world are working on Wall Street writing algorithms for those HFTs. Yeah. And then some of the best engineers and programmers and AI people in the world are working in manufacturing because the general AIs that can do because it used to be for robots in factories they would do the one fucking thing, but now you have these arms that can do all sorts. They can paint, they can put things on, they can do multiple projects.
Cooking robot, have you seen that?
Oh, I haven't, but
he's you can YouTube it real quick. It's like a little where someone can link it. It's the robot that can make 200 recipes on its own. And it's two big arms, and it has a mixing bowl, and it just goes in and it makes you whatever. You can just be egg omelet.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Are you
What's up, buddy?
on stream or something?
We're
Yeah.
just philosophizing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need anything before I go?
No, I'm solid. I know our direction and like what we're doing, but I really appreciate you taking time to talk
Yeah,
to me.
no problem. Let me know if you need anything. Okay?
You got it. Dude. Cool. Are you actually gonna eat everything today?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
He has a consultant for for working out.
Yeah, he said he came back this morning from
and
it.
the eating schedule is just brutal.
Is he trying to gain weight?
Build lean muscle as fast as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, so it involves eating a lot and working out a lot. So
Gotcha.
I'm earnestly supporting him in that journey, but unsure
Sure.
how executable it is. But yeah.
But all I'm saying is like all your big advancements in AI have come from where the money is to be made, which is things like manufacturing and then things like like the algorithms that show the
Yeah,
HVACs.
but defeat my assertion that a hedge fund owner would want to understand emotional market trends, for example.
Yeah, but emotional market trends are programmed into algorithms and HFTs, not in robots that can feel happiness and sadness or whatever, right?
Well, it'd be a robot that can take those variables and understand them.
But they do that with market analysis.
Do you think that happens? Like we have.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Well, then why aren't certain people making like trillions of dollars?
They are. They're the HFTs. Dude, they laid. They spent like millions and millions of dollars to lay.
Line, yes.
No, not even that. From transatlantic, a line over to the fucking London Stock Exchange, just to shave off like a few fucking milliseconds of ping time, so that they can get ahead of those trades.
Yeah,
the
but that has
HFTs.
nothing to do with AI. That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
guess it depends on how you define AI. Like I don't know. Like the algorithms are incredibly complicated that those HFTs work with.
Well, in that scenario, they're trapping a trade, right? Effectively, like a trade gets processed we're talking fractions of a second here.
Fractions of a fractions, yeah.
Yeah, like in the fractions of a seconds that trade gets processed and sent to the exchange. They snipe it and they make a move based on it, right?
So that's one thing they'll do, where if they see orders being placed, they'll actually buy it and relist it before your trade actually goes through, depending on how it shows up on the books. Yeah, there's like crazy shit.
Yeah,
but also in terms of like...
You only have to do the picture.
Zach! When are we buying tickets? Zach! When are we buying tickets?
Soon.
Okay.
The HFTs still do like wide market shit too as well. Like there's a lot of analysis that goes on with like the trading for that too. It's not just like the order sniping and whatnot.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
For the high frequency trading algos, like it's not just like order sniping. Like they do a lot of
What
like
else is it?
I don't know, they do a lot of shit. I don't know, those things
HFT
are-
is high frequency trading.
Yeah,
So
those
what-
machines.
the high frequency trading would seem like they're doing things to try to catch the market in certain modalities. That like it's.
Are you familiar with like? Oh shit! Are you familiar with like technical analysis for stock trading?
I'm very big into investing. I've done
Oh, okay, so I'm pretty sure it's stuff like that on like a
do you
fucking
invest, by the way?
insane. No, I just know enough to know I don't know anything about it. But like I'm pretty sure it would be stuff like TA on like a retarded fucking level where they can see trends, and if something is like starting to happen, like the algo would catch it and would start trading ahead like crazy shit like
that's
that.
not necessarily, but again, like that's not necessarily guaranteed because of the emotion, right? So
Well, but
even
the
best
markets-
technical analysis.
Markets are emotional to some extent,
Okay, so let me give you an example.
and TA is actually all based on emotion. That's what TA is.
When you were no, that's what fundamental is.
No, fundamental
I'm a
is
fundamental investor. I don't
okay.
invest-
Fundamental
I don't
is
invest in
logic,
analysis.
reason. I'm going to analyze balance sheets, and I'm going to
I-
right. That's the fundamental.
And I'm going to take all that, and I'm going to think that this company is good or not.
Sure,
right? Like
that's
I'm
a fun,
not-
but that's a
which is
fundamental.
subjective-
But like, okay, but when you're talking about like the triple,
is
the
not
tri-
emotional.
TA is the triple Longhorn psychological pattern. TA is like, well, it went up and it's going to go down, but people are going to go back up again because that's where the last fucking.
I
I
think
think-
analysis pure. Like if you look at like the Wyckoff method, for example, like it's all in managing like the trend is going to do something guaranteed.
Yeah,
not
but
based on
trends
things-
are usually based on emotion.
maybe, but sure, yeah, absolutely they are. But that's not that shouldn't be a factor in the trader's decision making.
But it can be if it's reliable. So let's say, for instance.
Emotion is never reliable by
But
definition.
no, that's not true. If I punch you in the face, you're going to be really fucking mad. That's
I might
really
be fine with
reliable.
it.
You might be, but 99% of the time. But if I was a betting man,
1% is
okay,
possible.
let's say that I'm a betting man, okay? Let's say I bet on every member of CLG in this house. I can walk in and I can punch every single guy in the face, and I could give you odds. I could give you 10 to 50, I could give you like 15 to 1 odds, okay?
Yeah,
you pay me
probably
15,
could,
yeah. And I could say these guys will get mad every time. Now, maybe it's not 100% reliable, but it'll be enough that it'll make a fuck ton of money off of it, right?
No, because that's okay. So in StarCraft, when you were Grandmaster at one point, right?
Yeah.
It
Fuck you.
was kinda hard-
I was semi-pro.
Well, yeah, but it was kind of hard for you to maintain at some point.
No, it was never hard to
Weren't you
maintain
between
GM.
Masters and GM?
No, I was
think-
never struggling to get into GM. I was always in GM easily, anytime I wanted to. Fuck off. Go
Are you
ahead
sure?
with your point. I'm
All right,
positive.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Just
Fuck off. Go ahead.
Trying to see how. Okay,
Okay.
so all right, assuming that's true. How often? What was your win rate like? What was your win rate like?
It must have been, what, 55 or 56%, I guess,
Yeah.
to maintain GM, yeah?
Yeah. So, but it wasn't 100%.
No.
Yeah, right. And our best league players, right? I mean, they're at the 54 to 55% range.
Yeah,
right?
sure,
Right.
yeah.
So if in stocks, pretty much the best. Like Warren Buffett, right? I think he says he's right, and this is completely subjective. Maybe 60% of the time.
Sure.
65. Okay. So assume that's like the best investor in the world. I would argue that he's not necessarily the best investor in the world, but whatever.
Sure.
Who am I to talk about that? I don't have like $1 billion. Okay. So you can't make decisions with a lot of money with those kind of ratios and assume that you're going to get high returns. You have to hedge your bets, right? You have to hedge your risk. And that's a whole nother factor. So
Sure, but like
you
the
can't just
HF
have these programs run
But-
and then make these decisions.
But they do. I don't think the HFTs aren't... Okay, so someone in chat can correct me if I'm talking too much here, but I don't think the HFTs are not built on any level of fundamental analysis. I don't believe so. It's all like trading psychology.
I don't know.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
most HFTs are, guys? That's what like all the complicated... I don't think that they like... I don't think
Are
they
you
use...
sure that the people you're asking this is...
I have some people in chat, like...
Okay. You have like full-time traders, like...
I've got everybody in my chat, dude. Every now and then a smart dude will show up. But like I'm pretty sure like the HFTs and shit that are making all the money doing these like millions of fucking trades a second and shit, like that isn't like HFTs are all technical trading, Destiny. It's the sole reason why I do technical trading for
I would agree with that person. Yeah, like...
well, but I believe that technical trading is like psychology and emotion.
Yeah, and I think that's your problem. I think that, like... Okay, well, then you can confer that with your chat, right? Like, I don't think that technical analysis has any emotion in it.
But it is, because it's all trend checking. That's all it is. A trend is just an emotional...
Trend analysis is different from technical analysis. Trend analysis is a whole other field of study. Trend, fundamental, and technical. Or technical is just the numbers, dude.
But the numbers
Like,
are
the numbers
like I'm
are
trying
based
to.
off
So let's say that we have
history.
like a stock is starting to fall, right?
Yeah.
So let's say that we have a stock is starting to fall, and I want to use TA to see when I should buy in at, right?
Yeah.
So for TA, I would go back and I would see where are my strong supports at, right?
Okay.
When you're talking about a support, this is emotional bullshit. You're looking at where do people probably have orders placed to do buy, right? To do buy orders or whatever, or market orders, or where do people probably have these orders placed at? And I can go
Still
into the
talking
past
about-
and look. That's an
okay.
emotional bullshit.
I identified the problem.
No, it's not like
You
people
think
look
that
at
trend analysis is technical analysis, but it's not. They're two different things.
No, I'm talking about TA right now. I don't
Still
think
talking about trend.
when you're talking about like when you're
The way
looking at
you're
like
talking is
supports
like
and shit, and you're talking
that's
about
all trend
emergent
shit.
patterns
That's all
and shit.
trend.
That's not technical
That's not
analysis.
TA.
When you're talking about like the double fucking mountaintops.
That's all trend. That's all trend.
Okay, then maybe
the
I'm.
way I learned trend is there's a method called the Wyckoff method, and that's how I know trend analysis. And
Okay,
it
would you
didn't
agree
serve
that
me-
trend analysis is emotional? Kind of. When you're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, very emotional.
Okay,
Yeah.
then maybe that's it. I always learned that was what TA was.
It
so.
didn't serve me in the markets.
Well,
by
that's
the
because
way.
it's bullshit.
Yeah,
That's because it could be
yeah.
any pattern before you know
the
5
only
hours.
thing that has made me money in the markets is fundamental analysis.
Yeah, well, that's because
Yeah.
that's really the problem.
So, and particularly in
Unless you
companies
can
that
do
know a lot about.
TA like at a million microns a fucking second or whatever, like a machine can, which is I think how, or maybe they're doing
Yeah.
trend analysis, and if that's what you're saying, they all do trend analysis, not fundamental analysis.
Well, I think HFT is strictly technical analysis.
Okay,
Because
so
by
what is
definition,
technical
it can't look at
analysis?
trends.
Well, it can look at trends, past
The
performance,
trends are emotional. We just established that.
but you can
And-
analyze emotions and see how people will respond. If I drop a firebomb in the theater tonight to do an experiment, okay, I can guess where everybody's going to run. That's all based on emotion.
Maybe you're right. I think we lost it in the.
Wait, so what is explain to me what you think technical analysis is? Because clearly we're thinking.
It is an analysis of stocks based on historical data, historical numbers,
Sounds like chart patterns then. You can.
not patterns, not trends. Trends are like you describe trends really well, like support structures and like all
Yeah.
this stuff. Yeah.
How is that not historical performance?
Because one is an analysis of historical performance. One is an analysis of what you think the market is going to do based on what people are doing.
and based on
like-
past performance, right?
No, Okay, like the whole reason why trend analysis is like a problem is because it's not people that control trends in the markets, right? It's hedge funds. The people, right? Like you and I are very small players in the markets. We don't like cause ATVI or Google to go up and down.
Yeah, maybe, but like markets can be emotional as well. Here's an example where I would have made $1 million if I had any money, right? The day the United shit happened, right? I said it on stream, but I don't know how to. What?
Did you watch United when this
Yeah.
happened?
I didn't know like any of the. I don't know how to do options trading, but like I would have shorted that.
And you would have lost. The stock didn't go down. The stock
It
went
did.
up.
No, it dropped for 1 day, right?
No, it went up.
No, you're wrong. It dropped. No, I know this because I watched this like very fervently at the time.
It's down
Because
to 6% right now.
No. I'm saying that on that day, United fell like quite a bit. Or shorting, I'm sorry, shorting is the wrong word. But the United stock fell for 1 day, but I was like, dude, this is going to bounce back in a day. This is fucking retarded. And it literally, like the next day, it was completely back at normal. It literally took like a day or two. But on the day, just go look it up on fucking TradingView or whatever. United stock.
Can I pull it up here?
Yeah, go search for it. But like literally, the United stock fell for 1 day, and then the next day it returned back to its normal levels. But like that was like a 100% emotional response to what was going on that you could have made a fuck ton of money on, only looking at like emotions and shit. Destiny, fucking off yourself, dude. Fuck you. I know I'm right. Bring it up. Bring up TradingView. I know I'm right. I looked at all this shit the day that it fucking happened. I know I'm 100% right. The United stock fell for 1 day, and then like the next day it rebounded completely.
I can't find the exact fucking day this was on. Do you know?
I don't know.
What was the day? This is when they punched that guy, or they threw the guy against the chair, right? What was
it was when they asked the guy to leave, and he decided that he wanted to be a fucking fighter warrior. And the cops tried to remove him.
Happened, right?
The cops asked the guy to move out, and he was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna fucking fight this shit." And then he got a little bit roughed up, and they had to take him off the plane.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Really? It was that nice little Asian gentleman. And
he wasn't nice. He was a piece of shit. He didn't get off the plane when they told him to fucking leave.
Why did they tell him to leave?
Because they needed the seat. He lost the lottery. They offered $850 for people to leave. Nobody took it. They picked 4 people to leave by random.
And they called security on. They pulled him
because he wouldn't leave. Yeah. So the 3
chair.
people left totally fine. He wouldn't leave at all. When they tried to pull him from the chair, he smashed his head into the fucking side because he's fucking retarded. And then they had to drag him off afterwards. They gave him some medical attention. He's fine now.
Okay. Asian MMA doctor. They had uniforms, had police, but they weren't police. Is it dinner up? We gotta get dinner. I'm still trying to find. Can we find the exact date on that? April 10th. This guy said that's totally Shadowrun. What's this?
That's the bullshit version. So you guys know I'm right. Okay, fuck off.
April 10th. A lot of people are saying April 10th.
Oh well, we can look. I can find it here. Hold on.
You just look, dude.
Here, one sec.
April 10th.
Let me sit here.
All right.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry, man. We're looking at.
You're not gonna. You can't do a resolution on this. I don't think. Can you?
I don't know.
Okay. United stock. What's the ticker?
I was just there, dude. UAL.
Oh my god. UAL. Okay. So UAL TradingView. They're saying April 10th. You know how I can find it real easily? Because for 1 day there's gonna be a dip. April, they said?
April 10th, they said.
Oh, fuck. How do I zoom in on this shit?
I have no idea. I think first you have to close that box in the upper left.
Okay.
Shift, mouse wheel? Shift, well, holy shift? No?
What is it? Oh, my God.
Someone already pulled it up. It went from 71 to 67, 75.
Yeah, that's a huge dip in 1 day. But then the next day it went like right back up.
Okay, so your argument is that you would have had the emotional intelligence to know that dip would have it was like
bullshit. Yeah,
one trading day, but so you would have literally been done at the end of the day.
So what I would have done, I said this on stream.
You want to show your viewers dinner?
Sure. What I would have done is like on that drop, I would have like bought like probably options for it to go back up. What do you call them? Puts or calls? I don't fucking know. I don't do any options trading. But I think that shit like that is probably like really easy money, right?
I can't tell you how many people though suspect that they're going to do something like that, but then they don't make the right trade. So like,
sure, because it's bullshit for me to do like a hindsight call, right?
I'm the only person in the house that made substantial money because everybody else either went in or out at the wrong time.
For what?
Ethereum.
Oh god. Oh yeah, this guy's a huge crypto nerd, dude.
I'm a huge crypto fan. Yeah, a big crypto fan.
Look at it. This guy's like a real cook, dude. Holy shit.
He's amazing.
He's on his shit, man. Look at this stuff. This is called pea shrimp. Fuck. Wait, what was it called? Peanut shrimp. Yeah.
Peanut shrimp.
Peanut shrimp.
And
A really good cauliflower, steamed cauliflower with...
steamed cauliflower. Why is anybody here? Oh, because the team dinner, right? Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
How much? I
Hi.
seeing a stream.
Okay, I actually have to leave because I gotta go do my music stuff now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Can you be back in time?
Oh, yeah, of course. For Dunkirk? Why do you ask? Why do you even ask?
Well, I enjoyed
Text me the,
I enjoyed
like-
our discussion, but
Yeah, text me like the theater or whatever.
details. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
will.
that I know where to go.
What I'll do is I'll give you the seats that we're in. If you want to sit by us.
Yeah, I probably do. Why would I not? I'm just gonna go to the same theater and be in the back. Like, did you guys like it? I want to sit right next. I want to sit next to Afro actually,
Okay.
and you too. If you guys want to sit on either side of me, okay. But as long as I'm sitting next to Afro, okay, because he's really cool.
Wait, are
He's
you
pretty
one of those
good.
People that talks in theaters.
No, what the fuck?
Okay.
What do you assume?
I think there's a special level of hell for this type of people. I think.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you should buy separate seats. I don't know if Lily and Albert talk in movies. Maybe you shouldn't.
Lily's actually the worst.
Wait, really?
She'll Google it and tell you what happens. Yeah.
Okay, buy them
I
like
don't think
separate
she'll-
seats
I
or
don't
something
think
then,
she'll
so
do
they're
that
not.
with me.
Okay,
I mean,
because you're like MMA.
Yeah.
Okay, Albert seems really chill. I don't think he'll be bad.
No, he's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good dude. All right. Well, you're gonna do your music stuff.
Yeah.
You want to close down your stream, or? All right. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah,
to
thanks
us.
for being here, guys.
Thanks for bearing with it.
Yeah, this is Hotshot, the co-owner of CLG. He's a really cool dude. Thanks a lot, guys.
Can you actually introduce me the right way?
Yeah, okay, this is David, Devin Nash, the co-owner of CLG. He appreciates your contribution, guys. Make sure to support CLG and their
Subscribe
upcoming...
to Destiny. Donate.
Yeah. Oh, or don't, because I don't need the money, I guess. It's his rationale for not ever subscribing to me.
I decide I'm gonna subscribe when I go home.
Okay, alright. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.